On tonight's episode,
We talk about the Oscar winners.
and losers, but no, just the
Yeah,
winners.
everything that happened in the Oscar
Mhm.
award ceremony. Surprises, snubs.
Mhm.
Yeah. Jokes. What else?
Acceptance speeches,
Yes.
and we'll have a bit of a chat about Downhill.
And more news about what's going on in the pop culture world.
The Oscars were this past Sunday. How was it?
It was a mix of surprises
Mhm.
and, not surprises. It's like every year you expect the Academy to do the right thing and give the Oscars to the deserving nominees.
Mhm.
But it's Hollywood. To expect them to vote right is almost like you expect Democrats to vote right. So, yeah, the Academy made a lot of mistakes and injustices.
To be fair, I felt like in a lot of categories, there were several films, certainly more than one film, that deserved the award. I felt like this was a tough year.
Yes, yeah. There's always that.
So I have here on this charming visual infographic that I totally didn't do with Sharpie 3 minutes ago. The results from our Oscar predictions, which you may remember from a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
In a result that should surprise absolutely no one, Alex totally whooped up on me with 7 Oscar predictions being correct. I only got 4 right, and between the two of us, only 6 were completely wrong. Like, there were only 6 that neither of us got right at all. And probably the most notable among those was...
Granted, some of my, there was maybe a couple of my picks. It was more like wishing that
Sure.
those would win. But it was I kind of knew there was like I picked Charlize for best actress, but Renee was winning everything, so it was kind of obvious that she would win. But I still picked Charlize because I wish she would win.
She's a really talented actress.
Yeah.
Like, she's one of those who really acts.
And that would be a surprise. That would make me happy because I think both, meaning Renée Zellweger and Charlize Theron, both were great actresses. Both won before, and both would definitely deserve different than some of the surprises we got. But yeah, let's go through it.
Yeah. So what was the award you were the happiest about?
The happiest about?
Like the results with which you were the most pleased.
I mean, the ones I expected, and they won. So I guess most of them, but the Joker winning 2 Oscars was good. It was really good. I really liked that. Jojo Rabbit winning script.
Yeah, that was mine. Not to brag or anything, but I totally got it right, as we see here written in permanent ink.
Yeah. Who it went for?
So it was for adapted screenplay. I predicted Taika Waititi for Jojo Rabbit.
Oh, I picked the Joker.
Yeah.
Because the guy's name's Silver.
Oh, yeah. Well, and it was a fantastic screenplay.
It was good.
But I was so happy to see Taika Waititi
was
win
deserved.
that one. It was well deserved.
That was not something that it was like, oh, you guys voted wrong. No.
Yeah. No, that one checked all the boxes. So I was pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
Probably the most surprising though was Best Picture. I feel like that result came out of nowhere.
I think every other movie was better than the Parasite. But again, it's an election. It's by the vote, and people that vote, some people don't even watch the movies. Like Leslie Jones, for instance, she was on the news on the night before saying that she refused to vote because there was not enough black people nominated. And she granted this spot in the academy not because she deserved, because of recognition, because of work experience, because of history, because it was a academy political stunt a couple of years ago that invited a lot of black people and
of color.
and other races too, but mostly black, because America has this whole thing. So, and she got in and she decided not to vote. And there's like other reports of people saying that, I gave to my secretary to vote. So, some of them vote, some of them give it like mini money mo. It's not like they watch the movie. The Golden Globes, the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, that's composed by journalists, by people that actually see the movies and have a little bit of understanding. Not that people at the Academy don't, they do it, they work with movies, but they actually see the movies and pick according to, I don't know, if anything, taste or opinion. Different than the Academy, that's extremely based on votes that can be, manipulated, but not cheated, but manipulated by, a good campaign can win people's
Yeah, there's
votes.
a lot of marketing and campaigning.
Oh, they spend tons
that goes
of money.
into it.
Yeah. But, yeah.
So
Parasite won because the Academy decided to be cool. It was not a bad movie.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
It was definitely
really
not
enjoyed it.
definitely not his Bong Joon, what's his name?
Bong Joon-ho.
Bong Joon-ho. My favorite of him, of his, Snowpiercer was pretty cool, and the host was pretty cool too. But it was a decent movie. It was a good movie.
Yeah.
Definitely not better than Ford vs Ferrari, The Irishman, The Joker, Little Woman, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and even Marriage Story. Did I skip any? No,
No, you skipped Jojo Rabbit.
Oh, Jojo Rabbit. Yeah. Any other movie that would win would be a surprise. I mean, maybe not Marriage Story, but any other movie for me would be a surprise. But would be like, okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
Parasite to beat all these movies.
Especially 1917. Like, I feel like in another year, if 1917 were taken out of the picture, it wouldn't surprise me quite as much. But 1917 was such... It's such an exquisite piece of filmmaking, and like every aspect of it. It has a beautiful score. It was well acted, a great screenplay, unbelievable visual effects. The cinematography, mind-blowing. And Parasite, while a great movie, just didn't... It didn't reach that level.
Yeah,
for
it
me.
was. We talked
So I was
about.
surprised.
We talked about that before, but it was social politics and movies about class warfare, and
Yeah.
resonate with the uber leftists in Hollywood and the Academy.
I guess.
Yeah. But again, it's not the first time the Academy surprised us with like picking the wrong movie. They picked the wrong movie against Spielberg. They picked the wrong movie. They gave the award to the right person on the right time, and they always do that. Like Scorsese deserved Oscars for so many of his movies, and he only got like later in life for The Departed. Robin Williams deserved his Oscar way before he won, and so many other people. Like Tom Cruise was nominated twice and probably should be at least once. Same thing with Stallone, but some people get the label of it's like no, like Stallone was. We saw the Razzie Awards list, and he's always there when he made really good things among the pop things that he made. The pop is good,
I don't know. That arm wrestling one was...
That's so cool. I'm gonna flip my head. Oh, it's the other way.
Yeah, the other way.
Flip my head.
Your switch is on.
And when I do, it's like a switch, And
all due respect to Sly, that movie deserves a Razzie.
Yeah. What's the name of that movie? Full Throttle? No,
No.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
In Portuguese, it's called by the character's name is Hawk.
Yeah. Anyways.
Moving on. What else?
Anyways, best supporting actor went to Brad Pitt.
Okay, not surprised. He won the Golden Globe, and he did good. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was a fun movie.
Supporting actress went to Laura Dern. Again, a repeat of the Golden Globe.
Yeah, and again, I voted different. Just because, trying to guess a surprise, because the Academy tend to surprise us.
Original screenplay went to Bong Joon-ho and the writing team for Parasite.
Against Tarantino, so...
Against Tarantino and against... I don't know, this one...
I don't know, Tarantino is
like,
when he's there, when last couple of years, when he's there, it's... Yes. And so,
yeah. Okay, maybe bright side, though, with this whole thing is that we might be getting more foreign film. But foreign film might get more attention and more space in the American market, which wouldn't be a bad thing.
Sure, that's definitely not a problem, but I mean, quality still matters.
It does. It does still matter. I'm just looking for a bright side here.
Okay.
Adapted screenplay, Jojo Rabbit.
Well deserved.
Freaking love that movie. It's so good. And Waititi's speech was... I don't know. He's just a cool guy.
He is a cool guy.
And a really talented director.
It's like you see him acting in some of his movies, which from time to time, he's like super crazy, funny, but he's a very well, he's a really good craftsman. It's like he does what he does really well.
Yeah.
It's like he's making jokes in front of the camera, but behind the camera, he's working hard.
He is. I think that's a good example. Well, he taught in his acceptance speech. He talked a lot about Indigenous peoples, and he's Maori, or the Indigenous peoples of New Zealand, as I recall. I could be wrong, probably not, but I don't know. Maybe that's a good example of like diversity that's going really well.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Like
really just amazing films. Best animated film went to Toy Story 4.
That was a surprise.
Yeah.
Klaus had a lot of love and a lot of praise, but Disney power, Disney put so much money on Toy Story's campaign, and people vote again. Is about vote. People probably vote based on nostalgia. Maybe they didn't love this one, but they loved the whole series so much.
Sure.
Toy Story, no.
Toy Story is important, like in film history, right? That was like a trailblazer for animated or computer animation.
Yeah.
But anyway, sound editing went to Ford versus Ferrari.
Yeah.
Totally made sense to me.
Surprise for me, but it was a good surprise because the movie is really well done.
It was really well done, and sound is such a big part of the whole car experience, and I don't know. Sound mixing went to 1917. Could you explain for us the difference between sound editing and sound mixing? Oh, you're going to have to do
another show. A whole other show for that. Yeah.
Okay, there's not like a 2-sentence version?
Well, basically, sound mixing makes the... No, I'm going to do it all the time.
All right.
Yeah, we have a lot to go.
Okay, editing went to Ford versus Ferrari.
Yes, I thought they would give to Thomas Shoemaker, old school... editor, a woman, so I guess they gave to someone that deserved overall, independent of politics, and it was well edited. It was deserved.
It was. This was a category where
no bad surprise.
Yeah, everyone deserved it. Cinematography.
Dickens was nominated, I don't know, 20 times and won a bunch of times. And it was like, this time I was like, maybe we should do the entire movie in one shot. And he did it, but he did it so well because, film students and other independent filmmakers and even big directors try to do something like that. But he did it so well that the movie flows so nicely and you see everything even though you're looking behind the character. It's really well done, well deserved. Yeah.
Really masterfully done. I was happy to see that. Visual effects went to 1917.
1917, as I predicted, because it was the
I predicted that.
You did?
You predicted The Irishman. The red check mark for Alex for The Irishman, and the blue check mark
She
for
predicted.
Chelsea
yeah.
for 1917.
As I said,
That's why it's done in permanent ink, people. Color-coded permanent ink.
as she predicted,
Yeah.
but I agree. I mean, I don't disagree. Both deserved. In this
Yeah.
category, I think The Irishman in 1917 were the big ones because they used the special effects to tell the story. We thought the special effects, this story would be really hard to tell, and good, decent, like important stories. You know, it's like Lion King was basically animation, and The Rise of Skywalker and Endgame was. It was not this. It was not the effects for the story. It was more like stories for the effects.
Sure. I think for me too about these Irishmen in 1917 was not just the way they were used to tell the story, but just how impeccably those visual effects were executed. Yeah, like with the Irishmen, it wasn't distracting to see that have their faces be changed.
Yeah.
It was really well done. With 1917, just the logistics of all those practical effects, along with like the long shots and everything, it was just really amazing. So both deserved, but 1917 won, and I was right, so that's just a win for everybody. Okay, best international film.
Parasite, and
No
I'm not gonna
surprise.
go through it. I think it. I honestly think it deserved this Oscar. If anything was the only one, I think it would. It would deserve. It would win.
Best director also went to Bong Joon-ho.
Parasite again. We went through it.
We did.
To the list of nominated. I don't think it should. It was like it got because of, it got social justice, inclusion, diversity vote, and yeah.
But at least they were consistent. Like best film, best director. It just makes sense those would go to the same people.
Yeah, but the Academy sometimes they give the best movie and not the best director. Like Ben Affleck was not even nominated
For
Argo, and Argo won the best movie.
Best actor went to Joaquin Phoenix.
Okay, that one was definitely not a surprise. He was winning everything, and he might still win some other obscure awards. Yeah.
Didn't Heath Ledger get an award for
Yes.
for playing the Joker?
Posthumous. He died before, but his parents received for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah.
I think Joaquin Phoenix might also win an award for the most interesting acceptance speech.
Yeah.
It was a roller coaster.
He's
it
a
got weird,
guy.
but it ended so beautifully.
Yeah, I don't know. He couldn't put everything together properly, and he was like me speaking. He was like, yeah.
But ending with that quote from his brother River, which I can't remember, so I'm very subtly looking it up right now on my phone. I thought was pretty great.
Okay.
Anyway, music went to Helder
for the Joker. Again, no surprise, she won everything before, and that one was a good, deserved award, and she was a woman. It was presented by a woman, and woman power.
Yeah, and it was a really beautiful speech, like inviting and encouraging like a rising generation of musicians and female musicians, which I thought that's a great thing to do with that platform. Original song went to Elton John and Bernie for Rocket Man. Yeah.
The guy hasn't got. It was not a surprise that he would get another O in his got.
So now it's an EGOT.
EGOT.
Yeah. We're so funny. Best actress.
Renee Zellweger.
Zellweger.
That's what I said. She won everything before, and this one was not different. No surprise.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the Oscars.
There you go.
Highlights. Maya Rudolph and what's that bucket?
Kristen Wiig. Oh my gosh.
Hilarious. Steve Martin and Chris Rock showed up too. No hosts.
Which I think really worked.
I don't know. They had that musical in the beginning.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. I mean, I would say it works, but I don't know. I think with a good host, you have a little bit more at the edge.
But I don't know. I enjoyed it. I guess because the people they brought in.
Better. Just saying with hosts is better. But politics, like Brad Pitt saying crap about what else? Jane Fonda, which again was like Jane Fonda giving the award. She was wearing red. It's like, I wonder if Parasite's gonna win. And what was the other one? The girls. No, there was one. There was one. The one
Yeah,
that was
no,
kind
it
of
was the girl.
obvious.
There was
But it
when
was not
Brie
Hilda,
Larson
wasn't
and
it?
Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that
and
one?
yeah, Gal Gadot came out and awarded, and then the selections, or sorry, there was a medley of selections of the nominated best scores that was conducted by a female conductor.
Yeah.
And then Hilda won.
Okay.
for
But
best
that
score.
one was deserved. It was not like
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Okay, moving on. Anything
Okay.
else about the Oscars?
I think we have covered that
Yeah.
pretty
That's it.
thoroughly.
Okay, so that's the winners. Congratulations to the winners.
Yeah.
And yeah, moving on, we just saw Downhill.
Yes.
Comedy, drama, comedy, dramedy.
Dramedy.
With Julia Louis-Dreyfus and
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell.
Mm-hmm. And just a little bit of Zach Wood.
Who's Zach Wood?
Isn't he Gabe?
Oh, his name is Zach Wood.
Isn't it?
I don't know, sure.
I'm gonna double check that. I'm pretty sure that's who
Well,
it is.
yeah, it was truly surprising because, with two comedic geniuses, I would expect non-stop laughing, but the movie is actually a remake of a Swedish comedy, Swedish dramedy.
Yeah.
Called Manure, Chevroir, Force Manure, Force Chamois.
Force Majeure.
Force Majeure, yes, yeah. About a family going on vacation and have funny, tragic moments and tragic, funny moments.
I think you're using the word funny too much.
Yeah, that was funny. The stuff like when you see Will Ferrell running from an avalanche. It's Will Ferrell. If it was anyone else, because it's Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
There's no way it's not funny.
Well, I guess that's
The
what I'm
situation
thinking,
is funny too.
Some of the things that were funny, would it have been funny if it wasn't comedians doing it? I don't know.
Yeah, that was
Anyway.
I guess I don't know. Miranda Otto was hilarious as this Austrian hostess
Yes.
that has a very European approach of sex and relationships, including
Yes. Our bodies are touching.
yeah.
Is this a big deal? Why? This is no problem.
Should I tell that to my husband, to my wife, because our bodies touched it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yes, Miranda Otto. Yeah, man, that's acting. You go from Eowyn to that.
Yeah. No, she was 24. No, she was in Homeland. I think in Homeland. Yeah, she was like this big, bad, not bad, but like serious character.
Yeah. I also got strong vibes. I guess just the relationship between her and Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Billy is the character's name.
Yes.
Just reminded me a lot of
Selena.
Veep and Selena and the Finnish wolf. Basically the same thing. This like Scandinavian Germanic woman who's asked way too personal questions about.
Yeah, if you never watched Veep, go check on HBO. The entire series is available. It's hilarious.
So funny. Yeah. So funny.
One thing that I thought it was interesting on this one is like there was not a lot of makeup on Julia. They were not trying to make her look young.
But she still looks amazing.
She doesn't look ugly, but you could see she looks old. Like on Veep, for instance, she was like so much makeup that.
That's true.
On this one, it was like very natural.
So it's just a great story about a marriage. It's kind of a middle-aged marriage with the tensions and things they're dealing with, and it resolves well in a beautiful, natural way.
Yes. So go watch it. Downhill. It's out there. That's it for this week. Just before I go real quick, Disney announced that they're gonna remake the Ducks, Mighty Ducks. They're gonna remake Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and that's it.
Okay. Live long and prosper.
May the force be with you.
See you next week.
Bye.